Hey everybody, Dano Mataya with herhoopstats.com. I had the privilege of talking today with Paisley Harding of the BYU Lady Cougars, who are 26-3 this year. We talked about the team's chemistry, what led to their efficiency, and some of the statistics that they've put up this year that are absolutely shocking how great they are. We talked about what it was like playing at home, her and Shaylee Gonzales, who's also nominated for the Becky Hammon Mid-Major Player of the Year, and how they feel going to the NCAA tournament. Hope you enjoy our conversation. It was really fun. And follow BYU women basketball and Paisley Harding. Hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, Daniel Mataya here with herhoopstats.com. I'm lucky enough to be joined this Friday, March 11th, by Paisley Harding of the BYU Cougars, one of the best guards in the country. Paisley's accolades speak for herself. MVP of the West Coast Conference in 2019. She was also second team All-Conference that year, first team All-Conference the last 3 years, ranked 7th all-time in both points and three-pointers made, top 15 assist, and then most recently, her and her teammate both tied for this, but most games played in BYU history. So, Paisley, thank you so much for coming on and talking with me.
Thanks for having me. I'm super excited to speak to you.
I'm super thrilled that you're here. So, want to jump in and talk about BYU and their crazy efficiency this season. So, BYU ranks second in assists per game with 20, second in assist to turnover ratio, top 5 in field goal percentage, top 12 in effective field goal percentage, 8th in total points per game. Herhoopstats.com has you ranked as the net 10th team in the country. Bracketology has you guys as a 5 seed. I was hoping for a 4 seed, but we know what happened in the conference tournament. Don't have to get into that. But can you speak to the team chemistry that has led to these levels of efficiency?
Yeah, our chemistry, I think it's very visible. People can see it. They know that there's something special there with our team, which I think is very telling to the effort we put into that. Because personally, I know how important it is to have chemistry on a team, to like each other, to surrounding yourself with these people, because we're with each other so much. Like during the season, it's pretty crazy how much we actually are together. But our chemistry, I think, was built a lot on last year, just because we lost 2 girls from last year, but we gained 6. We gained 6 freshmen. So it was like an adjustment in that sense, because we didn't have any freshmen last year. But our team just really enjoys being with one another. We hang out. We create gatherings where we can come and dress up and get ready to be together and just eat, or we go out to a lot of team meals, which is so fun because none of us are really on our phones. We're mostly just speaking to one another and just laughing and enjoying ourselves. So I don't know. I think the chemistry, I don't know, just started with just a good group of girls that are here to play basketball. The season's gone really well for us, and we just love one another and enjoy being around each other.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch or follow Paisley and her team on social media, you can see that they're together all the time and genuinely happy. So, really cool stuff. BYU, in terms of history, this team is obviously special. And from the research I've done, basically over the past 13 seasons, this team is the best in history at the following stats: 11 total. I'll rattle them off: points per game, net points, offensive rating, defensive rating, net rating, field goal percentage, effective field goal percentage, assists per game, points per play, points per scoring attempt, and assist to turnover ratio. So it's your 5th season. How special is this team compared to your past seasons? Because being part of history has got to be pretty cool.
We have so many weapons on our team, really.
loaded.
Scoring wise, we have Shaylee, we have me, we have Tegan, we have Lauren, we have Sarah, we have Maria, we have Nani coming off the bench, we have Kaylee coming off the bench. So we have just a lot of opportunities to score. Nobody's really shy of putting up a shot. And I think we owe that to our coach Juddy, because he's very he's never told anyone not to shoot, which some coaches do, but Juddy has so much confidence in us in that aspect of our game. And then on top of that, our defense, we're really able to take teams out of what they want to do mostly. Like our coaches do a great job at scouting, and us girls do a very good job at keying in every week before each game to like truly understand what the opposing team is running, how to like stop them. And what's actually great and what I've really enjoyed about being at BYU is I've become such a smart player because of my coaching, because of Juddy, where we'll be in practice and he'll be asking us what we want to do with the game plan. So I just really appreciate that kind of like trust between coach and player, where he's so willing to like be open to our suggestions. And there's been times where he's put something in and then the last day we're like, you know what, Juddy, we actually don't like that. Can we change it to this? And he'd be like, yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. And we switch it up and go and try something else if we think it's better. But yeah, I don't know, like we've really been able to work together great as a team, work great together as a program, and just find great success in that. It's super nice as well that we got to have last season and then this season to really like perfect playing with one another, because I know how like pretty much all my teammates want the ball or where they want it or where they're going to be. So it's just really fun basketball to play right now.
Yeah, I'd say it's really fun to watch. It's really cool to hear about Juddy as a coach and the trust he has with all of you, because we don't really get to see that. So I mean, to me, I just see him as very even killed, never really getting mad. So very interesting to hear. So BYU basically unbeatable at home this year. You were unbeatable, but you were absolutely dominant. Uh, Average margin of victory was 26.8. You played your final home game at the Marriott Center recently. Can you just tell us what it was like playing at home all the time at the Marriott Center, and what led to these dominant performances uh, over the past season?
Yeah, that was our senior night, obviously. And it was like the most in BYU women's basketball history fans at one of our games. The place was packed. It
Awesome.
was like looking back at pictures, I realized how many people were there, but like when I was in the moment, I guess I didn't really like realize it, but there were so many people there. It was so incredible. Um, yeah, I thought I would be a little bit more emotional, like cry, but I really didn't cry at all, which I'm kind of like, what the heck? Because I've become a bit more emotional in my older years of
Same.
playing, just because I understand that I'm not going to have these opportunities like I have. Um, so that was a little strange for me, but honestly, like that game was so fun. We were clicking on all cylinders. We were enjoying it. We enjoyed all the attention, and I don't know, it was really special. The Marriott has been a great place to play. It's huge. We have loyal fans that come that are loud. We've grown that as well, which is super. It's always fun to see growth, like visually see growth. So that was something that was so amazing that we were able to see. And then I don't know, just to our success at the Marriott, it's just we play there all the time. We practice there all the time. We have pride in protecting our home court. So, and we've done that the past 2 years. Right now, I'm pretty sure we're the longest standing winning home streak in NCAA. So that's like even great right now. So I don't know. It's just been or that game, and especially just playing at the Marriott has just been a joy, and especially this year just because we really dominated teams playing at the Marriott.
Look at you, Paisley, dropping stats on us. Love to hear that. Um, I mean, it's also funny because a lot of teams will schedule, lower tier teams for their senior nights, but y'all said we're gonna go take on Gonzaga, one of the best teams in your conference for senior night, and you still took care of business. So that was awesome. So I do want to talk about this dynamic duo of you and Shaylee. Of course, you have so many weapons around you, but uh, Coach Judd said that he'd be happy if y'all were co MVPs of the or co West Coast Conference Players of the Year. Shaylee's also nominated for the Becky Hammon Mid-Major Player of the Year award from herhoopstats.com. It's been a joy watching you two play together. Obviously, you're a matchup nightmare. You have shooters like Tegan, Leilani. You got Sarah and Lauren. Can you talk about what like practice is like with you and Shaylee, or pickup? Because obviously your play is super complimentary.
Um, for us, we're always on the same team now that season has like been going on and stuff like that. I think there's only 1 or 2 days where we switched up the teams and maybe we weren't on the same team. But yeah, during the summer, we're definitely never on the same team when we're playing like pickup and stuff like that. So I always really enjoy when season comes along because like you said, like our chemistry on the court is like poetry. It's so nice. Um, I've always like, I don't know. I so enjoy playing with her because she's on the go all the time and she's able to read the court really well. And her cuts are so easy to pass through because she's pretty much wide open every single time. I've like every day at practice, like today at practice, we just key off each other. She'll get a steal and I'll be up the court and she'll pass it to me on the fast break or whatever it is. It's so fun to play with her. And I'm going to really miss that she's one of like my most favorite players to ever play with just because she teaches me so much too, like just with how she plays, and I'm able to learn from her just with how she moves on the court and the way she's able to anticipate. And I've definitely like added to my game with the things that she's taught me. So she's a great leader, a great teacher, and a great teammate and a great friend. And I don't know, I'm going to really miss playing with her.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. But hopefully it lasts a little bit longer. So, assuming all's correct, this will be your third NCAA tournament, and you are 2-2 so far in your record, in your tenure at least. Uh, this will be the first time you'll get in the tournament as an at-large bid. What does this team? What does the locker room believe, basically? So, I mean, does this team have what it takes to make it out of the second round, potentially make a longer run?
Um, our goal since the beginning of the summer has been the Final Four, and we have really set our expectations high because um, I think we believe we can do it. Last year, I believed we were an Elite Eight team, and um, I think if it weren't for like
Yeah.
that Arizona game and I broke my hand in the previous game, we might have been able to be where Arizona was. So I don't know. I have a lot of confidence in my team. I think just whatever the reason is, our team is kind of the underdog, whether we are the 5th seed, the 6th seed, the 11th seed, whatever it is, going into this tournament, we're always kind of overlooked, which we've probably gained a bit more respect this year being ranked for however many weeks we've been ranked. But nationally, we've gotten that recognition, but I think still we might be walking in a bit of an underdog. And I like it that way. I kind of want teams to overlook us and maybe not believe we're as good as maybe we are because we come into these tournaments, into games so focused and so ready to play and understanding personnel and everything to be able to compete against teams. So I'm really hoping we go far. I think we will. Whatever seed we get, whatever team we play and who's in front of us, it will be a great challenge. And I think we'll be able to take it to them. This team is super special, especially just with the history of BYU and where we stand. Like, I would love to be considered the best team Jetty has ever coached and at BYU, because that means like I'll be in the history books for a long time. So yeah, I'm really excited for the NCAA tournament. I'm super excited for Sunday when we find out where we're going and kind of just get things started. So yeah, I'm excited.
Well, that's so awesome. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for coming on. Everyone, you can follow Paisley, follow BYU women's basketball.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.